What's going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome to the Kerwin's Game Store Pokemon City Championships. Our organizer today is John Chimento. We have 41 Masters, 7 Juniors, and 9 Seniors. The Masters are going to have a top 8 cut, Seniors are going to have a top 4 cut, and Juniors are just going to be playing 3 rounds. Playing right now in the feature match is Matt Kent versus Noel Totemach. I might have botched his last name, very sorry. On the board, it looks like Matt is going to be starting with a Mewtwo, and Noel is going to be starting with an Aegislash. I saw a little sneak peek of it. And we're on the board ready to go. Looks like Noel's going to be going first. He plays his Ultra Ball, discarding 2 Metal Energy, trying to get those in the discard. Maybe looking to get Metal Link set up turn 2. He grabs the Bronzor, excuse me. He's going to look through his deck to make sure he has all the Pokemon he needs. He's going to play Hoopa and use his ability to search for 3 Pokemon. He's going to go for 3 very good choices. 2 of them being Keldeo and that Shaman. Shaman's very huge in all games, definitely a staple. Plays down the Keldeo, plays down the Bronzor. Floatstone on Keldeo. Plays down that Latias EX, and then Shaman's for, looks like 3, 4. Muscle Band on Latias. And plays Colress for 5. It's not the optimal choice to Colress for 5, but 5 is a solid number. Just looking to get more cards to set up for his next turn. That Aegislash on there is going to prevent Matt from getting an X-Ball early through a double Colress if he plays them. You see he gets that 2 Bronzongs in his hand, a Lysander and a Bronzor. No Stadium card. And he's going to pass his turn to Matt. Matt gets a DC off the bench. Looks like he's going to be playing Toad Bats with a Mewtwo tech. Plays down the Verbank. He has 2 lasers in his hand. But he's going to opt for the Ultra Ball. Knowing he can't afford to play that DC on the Mewtwo, he's going to discard it. And he's going to choose for a laser as well. He does have that other one in his hand, so he doesn't need to worry about it as of now. But we'll see what he goes for. He's going to grab that Toad. He needs that Toad to at least try to get a turn 1 item lock. He's going to have to try to slow Noel down, because Noel had a very, very good start, getting, I believe it was 2 Metal Energy in his discard. He plays down the Toad, and we'll see what he's going to opt to do next. Probably going to have to dump his hand here and play that Hypnotoxic Laser. Let's see if he gets him to fall asleep, and he does. That is huge for Matt right now. Well, it looks like he's going to have to get rid of that Golbat, and you don't want to see, discarding a Golbat. You need all those you can get to, really spread those damage counters around. see what Matt got in his hand. Matt has a very decent hand. He gets the Shaman there. And he's going to try for a scoop up here to get that Mewtwo maybe out of the active. And he lands it. He's going to bring up Seismitoad and lock up his opponent. Or not. Or he attaches the DCE. But no Muscle Band, and he cannot do damage to that Aegislash anyways. But he does have that Hex Maniac in hand. Maybe looking to play it next turn. Plays Shaman. Goes Shaman for 2. Draws into a Crobat and a Water Energy. He passes in turn to Noel. Noel rolls the coin. Looks like he flipped tails. That's pretty huge for Matt. Now Noel needs to get that Aegislash out of the active. Noel plays Lysander and floats that Aegislash out of there. And then Metal Lynx. So he now eliminated the poison off his Aegislash. And that's gonna hurt Matt here as he goes into his next turn. Unless he decides the Hex Maniac. But he needs to get that Mewtwo out of there if possible. Unless he goes for the X-Ball for 60 damage. He attaches the double. We're going to see if he retreats or not. Definitely going to play that laser. And gets it. Gets the heads once again. That's 2 for 2. Not sure what he's going to play here. He does have a decent hand. He plays Hex. Trying to stop those abilities from things like Russian. And X-Balls for 60 damage. He's got 70 on there. Yep, he makes his poison, correct. And I think he rolled another Tails. And I believe he ends up just passing his turn. Can't do much when you play that Hex Maniac. He drew another one offhand though. So he's going to be looking to save that Shaman setups for 3. Ooh, he drew into 2 Zubats. Then plays Hex Maniac again. And retreats his Shaman. He's going to bring up Seismitoad. And look for the knockout on that Aegislash. And that Aegislash is knocked out. Matt takes 2 prizes. And it's going to be tough for Noel to come back from that. Remember, these are 1-game city championships. Top cut is where we go into best 2 of 3. Puts out another Bronzor. And retreats the Keldeo into the Latias. Not Metal Lynxing before. I'm not sure what his game plan is here. And he opts the pass. Noel not in a great position here. Let's see what Matt's going to do with his turn. Opts for the Water Energy. He's knowing if he can Grenade Hammer next turn, he'll be in very, very good shape. To take another 2 prize cards, leaving him 2 left. Noel still has 6. Both of these players have tremendous skill. Opts to flare that Shaman, trying to avoid a DCE setup. I mean, not setup, excuse me, Sky Return, to get that Shaman back in his hand. Just to try to get something. Matt plays Colress. And he's going to get a pretty big hand. Looking for those Golbats to try to spread these damage counters around. I don't believe he got any. He might have. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that muscle band in his hand. Maybe look to attach it to the Seismitoad, and he does. He's got a laser in hand. But he ups the Ultra Ball. Looking to discard Zubat and another Ultra Ball. And see what he goes for. I think he's going to go for that Golbat there. Yep, he plays Golbat. He's going to put 2 damage counters on that Latias. Matt has got a hefty hand right now. But again, that Golbat discard early hurt him a little bit, but it hasn't hurt him enough. He flips another hedge. That's 3 in a row on those hypnotoxic lasers. And he goes for the nice quaking punch for 50 and the 3 damage counter from poison. Flips heads this time, Noel does. Let's see. You have another Bronzong on the bench. He's going to be able to Metal Lynx twice on his bench, but to who? Noel's really struggling right now. Matt is in control. Rush in, retreats. Well, he's not gonna retreat yet, but looks like he might be. He's gonna bring up the Shaman with the Head Ringer on there to avoid the Sky Return. And he passes Noel. A little frustrated, it looks like, just not being able to get much. Toad's other attack is Grenade Hammer. I believe it does 130, and it does 20 or 30 damage to 2 or 3 of your bench Pokemon. Matt's got the Zerosic in hand here, but no. Ooh, gets rid of the Float Stone. He definitely needs that Float Stone for the Keldeo to get that Shaman out of the active. He's going to need to look for an energy attachment. Noel is on his next turn here to get that Shaman out of the active. If not, then it might be over for Noel. They're taking their time here now. I'm not sure what's going on. Noel, I believe it's Noel's turn. He's thinking. Plays the Fighting Energy on the active Shaman. Try to get him out of there. Brings up Hoopa. Just trying to stall his time. Noel is in a really bad spot. And just doesn't really know what to do here. Our apologies for the cam shaking here. Look like Matt's looking through his, I believe that's his discard. Let's see what Matt plays next with the Hoopa active. He goes for Colress, gonna get another big hand. He's gonna try to go for another Water Energy maybe, try to get the Grenade Hammer off. Hoopa does take 2 energy to retreat. Noel cuts his deck. I believe he's going to draw a whopping 10 cards here. Plays the Crobat. Not sure where he's putting the damage counters on. Might be the Shaman, might be the Latias, or the active Hoopa. He has the water energy in his hand, and he decides to put the damage counters on the shaman. Not sure if he has Lysander or Via Seeker in hand. Matt goes for the Ultra Ball, discards Professor Sycamore and Seismitoad. He's going to search for Golbat. He's going to try to get as many damage counters on that Shaman as possible to try to get the knockout there. Let's see if he can pull it off. And Matt has 4 prizes. Noel has 6. Noel in a very bad spot here. Matt is getting set up fast. And this is single game. Looks like Matt might have passed his turn. Noel passed right again. He just can't draw anything. Matt plays that water energy. Gonna look for a grenade hammer. Just plays Sycamore. Maybe looking for another Crobat to knock out this Hoopa. And he gets it. That may be game here. That definitely is game. Matt Kent going 1-0 to start the day. And Noel just having very bad draws. He just couldn't set up anything. Ooh, and Noel had very, very, very bad prizes. Prizing a Giratina and a Tyrantrum EX. There you go, Matt Kent, your round 1 victor. Looking to go the distance today and win it all at the Kerwin's Game Store Pokemon City Championships. Matt played a tremendous game, had all the cards he needed. Alright, and we'll see you next round. A very short game here. Hopefully next round we'll see some more of the best here at the Kerwin's Game Store.